We made it! Welcome back, guys, to Three Juans and a Mic. Nico here.
This is Juanse.
I'm Sebastian.
Yeah, we are a little bit too excited about our second episode. We are live and ready to launch.
A little bit of a different setting today. We actually have chairs.
Oh my god, my knees are not gonna hurt today.
That is not what she said.
Yeah, well, Juanse treats us like $3
little hoes.
prostitutes when we go to his house. Can't even afford
No, listen. I bought a table for the purpose of the podcast. I wasn't buying chairs. I had stools. Unfortunately, they were level with the table. So
No, they were taller than the
Yeah,
table.
they were
No, they were
definitely
not
taller
taller.
than
They
the
were
table.
not
They were
taller.
taller than the table.
We sat on them for 30 seconds. Impossible to calculate it.
Well, my knees were over the table, so
For
that should
real?
tell you a lot.
Well, you have big thighs.
I said knees, not thighs. But thick thighs save lives.
That is so gay for you to say.
Is it?
Yeah.
What if I'm talking about a girl, though?
Well, that's okay, but you were talking about yourself.
Well, I gotta love myself because nobody else is doing it right now.
Oof, rough.
It is
Love.
rough. Why
Anyway.
do I always bring that up in every episode? Like,
And
is this gonna be a trend?
Anytime Nico drinks, he brings up love and relationships.
I'm not drinking right now.
I
though.
know, but I'm just saying generally.
Do I?
Yeah.
It's because I'm lonely. It's what happens when you're lonely, man.
Lonely.
I feel like you put too much emphasis on that sometimes, and that's why you like always
You
think
put
about
the
it.
pussy on a pedestal. Yes, I heard it a couple times.
I wasn't talking about the pussy on the pedestal. I'm saying like, you know, like oh my god, like you kind of like you know how okay, off topic, but there's a saying out there, right? The law of attraction. The more you think about something, the more like kind of like happens to you. And I think because you're thinking so much that you haven't been with a woman for a while, you kind of like calling it upon yourself to like not be
hold
with a
on,
woman.
Stop, because I feel like every episode you both gang up on me, and this is not gonna come off well, and this is not going to help my cause, right? So now, just to close up the topic, I am a hopeless romantic, okay? And there is nothing wrong with that because I will find my Pamela Beasley somewhere out there.
A receptionist?
You know, I'm not going
Office
to
manager.
judge.
She upgraded.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, Sebas was talking about the law of attraction. Keyword law. Today I decided it'd be a fun idea to look up weird laws that are actually still in effect in the state of Florida and see if maybe we've committed crimes.
Let's see how many times we would have been arrested
Felony?
by now.
Yeah, felonies, crimes,
Misdemeanors.
maybe times that we should have. By the way, that shaking is the. So we crumpled up the laws in
A
like
piece
they were
of
pieces of paper. I cut them up, crumpled them up, put them inside a hat, and we're all gonna pick out Esteban Disque coronavirus.
I know. Go wash your hands. Go wash your hands. 25 seconds.
Yeah, I must press
or
some
you gotta
lights
sing
on your
happy
face.
birthday
Twice.
Oh,
Jinx,
shit.
yo man, chocolate bar.
Yo, how does jinxing work? Do you just say jinx, you owe me, and then whatever the hell you want to say?
Okay, so the way that The Office played it, right? When Pam and Jim got jinxed. So
Yeah, they discuss a soda, like a
yeah,
specific
but so
soda.
he can't talk until he buys her a soda,
Right.
Exactly.
or she says his
Right.
name. But that was my understanding.
But my question
Where's my
is,
chocolate bar?
is it a soda or is it just
it's
whatever?
in my pants. I got a little chubby for you.
So nice.
You got a little Babe Ruth?
I'm sorry. I don't like Snickers.
I got a Goldfinger for you.
Hmm.
Is that a
Twix.
candy bar? All right. So
100
Anyway.
grand.
Okay, so we're each going to pick a little piece of paper from the hat. We're going to read the law and just discuss it. All right? Let's go, Nico. So I'm reaching across the table.
Fuck, do I gotta go first? I mean, so
Pull it out, read it.
hold on, because we're all pretty illiterate here. So forgive me if I mess anything up.
That's fine. And if you can't read it, just hand it over to me. I can write pretty chicken scratchy.
I can see that.
Yeah, me no speak the English.
In La Fonda, I thought that was a restaurant in Miami. Oh no, that's just Florida. All right, so here's what I got. In Florida, it is illegal to sing in a public place while at attired in a swimsuit. Juanse, how many times would you have been arrested from doing this? Now, this is pretty ridiculous. So it means that if you're at the beach, basically, or at a pool and you're singing, you could be either. I mean, it doesn't say what type of felony this would be, but I'm assuming it's just a fine.
Yeah, those were fines.
Okay, so that's gonna be a fine. So I feel like Juanse would have been in jail by now, or he'd be broke.
Nah, I'd owe a couple $1,000s.
So if a cop wanted to be like an asshole, right, and you're like at the beach and you have your phone playing, you know, like you do in Florida, you're out there just having like have fun, and then like
gotta have them.
I have been fined for it.
Wait, you've been fined for singing?
No. I've been fined for a bullshit ass.
Oh.
But again,
law.
so
okay, fucking in your car is not a bullshit as excuse. That's public indecency.
For jaywalking.
Wait, you got fined for
I got a jaywalking ticket.
So no. Do you understand that that's for your safety, right? I have a problem with this, Juanse, because I need you to understand that you're being fined for your own safety. So you understand that a vehicle could come and run you over at any point, and your life could be in danger.
Let me explain it.
I try to go for people who jaywalk. I mean, it's on them.
Yo, what is this, GTA?
Video games do judge our lives.
Very quick story. Let me tell you where I got that jaywalking ticket. It was 7th grade. The week before I got the ticket, I had found a wallet in school, and being the good kid, good Samaritan that I am,
I stole the money.
No. I took it to the you know how schools get assigned like a police officer or something?
Yes.
So I took it to the
resource officer.
Yeah, I took it to the resource officer, and I said, hey, I found this on the floor. You know, maybe I can take it to the lost and found, and whoever is the owner can claim it. And he was like, oh, you know, that's a fine thing you did, young man, blah, 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 blah. Next week, my mom is dropping me off. She used to drop me off like in the plaza across the street from school, and we were running late. So she just dropped me off, and I ran across. There was no cars. I looked twice before even crossing. I ran across. He, you know that that gesture when somebody's signaling to come to you when they're like moving that one finger.
He fingered you so you would come.
He did not. He gestured at me by
by wagging your fingers in a come here motion.
Yes, with the index finger.
So he fingered you,
scratching motion,
and you came
when you scratch.
Let's not make this sexual. Anyway, yeah, I was a little bitch. And
why? Because you came too quick?
No. Shut up.
Like, no, you ran up to the cop too quick. That's what I meant.
I didn't run up to him. I was like, why the hell is he calling me over? Maybe he's like going to tell me again what a great job I did. And
wow, you're a little shit full of yourself, huh?
For real.
No, I honestly, I had no idea why he was calling me over, so that's the only thing that could come to mind. And he's like, son, do you know what you just did? And I was like, yeah, across the street. I'm late. So he's like, you just jaywalked. Come over here. I got to give you a ticket.
What an asshole.
Dude.
That is an asshole move right there.
Dude, I started crying. I
could see it.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, trying to bite my lip and just like pull one of those like those really sniffling cries.
Yo, that honestly, that cop's an asshole. Like, he could have left you with a warning. Okay, you're late. Just
like an
do
FYI.
it again.
How old were you again?
Like 11.
Like 11?
Yeah.
And he gave you a fucking ticket? Like,
I was
you
12.
work for a living? Like, what the fuck does this guy think?
It wasn't like a hefty ticket. It was $27, but it was. I wasn't working.
Okay, hold on.
Kind of money. I thought I was getting my ass beat at home.
A fucking quarter was like $1 million to me. What are you talking about?
Damn.
Yeah, I was broke. I did quite a good come up.
I don't know him, guys. He's not part of my family.
I was homeless, and then they adopted me.
I saved his life.
He was just left in the doorstep.
Unfortunately, he was.
No. Okay, so
I was the son of the milkman.
Yo, I was crying, and you know, like through the tears, I'm just trying to like read what this guy is writing. So he hands me like they keep the white copy as the original. I get the pink and yellow, and he's like, take that to your parents.
Damn, he was ordering you around. Too.
Turns out my mom saw that the cop like called me over and that I went to him, and she decided to come back around. Like 5 minutes later, she comes to me. I'm here like, I'm not even crying. I'm like wailing at this point. And she's like, ay, papito, ¿qué le pasó? And then we're like,
translation, hey, honey, what happened?
You know, I was like, take it. And dude, I just thought I was gonna get like my light speed out.
What did your mom do?
She was just like, "Don't worry about it. Just go to class." And the worst part is, classmates saw me crying because the bell hadn't even rung.
Did the girl that you liked see you? We don't speak English. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
So I have a question. What happens at that point? You're a minor. You don't really have an ID.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no record about like
You
your
going
existence.
you going downtown, fool?
And you don't pay the ticket, right? They can't really trace back to like, oh, I gave a 7-year-old. Well, not 7
That's juvie right there.
a
That's
12-year-old
juvie time.
a ticket, right?
He's gonna pay hard time for a $27 ticket.
Think about it. I mean, I know at the time you were like, oh my god, this is the law, whatever. But
Yeah.
now that we're older, you're like, oh.
Yeah, what the hell are they gonna do? Slap me in my hand? Anyway, so yeah, that was.
All right, that was an interesting story about Juanse and his rebellious breaking the law stage.
All right, so let's pick the next ridiculous Floridian law.
Let's
Still
get a drum roll.
active.
What?
You can't
Read
read
it,
it, can you?
It is
what
illegal.
does this say?
No, it is illegal to kiss your wife's breast.
Yo, wait. So what if it's her girlfriend? Because I'm pretty sure I've broken this law, but
Wife.
I'm not married. So if it's your girlfriend, it's okay.
I think so.
So now, does that include the nipple, or is it just like the top part?
Yeah, what's considered the breast? The areola or just the whole boob?
I think it's the whole boob.
What about sucking? Is that considered kissing?
That's a long.
I guess
Long kiss,
that
yeah.
would be considered a French kiss.
That's different.
Maybe.
This laws need to be more specific.
There are some that get pretty specific.
Some of them get really specific.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask my uncle who's a cop.
Your cup?
My cup. I'm gonna ask my sippy cup.
All right. So, yeah, that's pretty weird. How would they enforce that?
Dude, first of all, that cop is a perv for seeing what I'm doing with my wife in the private times.
I feel like that would be a peeping Tom.
That would be a peeping Tom. So you're breaking the law, trying to prevent somebody from breaking the law.
Yeah, maybe it's not even a cop. It's just peeping Tom, and he's reporting a crime.
Is that a double arrest? Like, do they get
No,
paid
for real.
based on how
Does
many
the
people
husband
they arrest?
and peeping Tom get arrested?
Does the wife get arrested? Because she allows it to happen. Now, we live in a time where it's all about equality, right? So if I'm getting arrested for kissing your titties, then you should get arrested for letting me kiss
For
your
allowing
titties.
it, yeah. She's a bystander.
She's a bystander, or I feel a bystander is somebody like on the side.
She's on the side. She's not doing anything.
She's
There's
What's
a
the
word
term?
for it.
I thought it was
This
a
is
bystander.
when
No.
being American would have helped out.
We need the help of all the Americans to come and tell us what it's called when you participate in a crime.
She's an accessory to the crime.
Fuck yes, that's the word I was looking for. An accessory.
All right.
She was the
Ridiculous law. Impossible to get enforced. Nobody's ever getting caught. Oh, all right.
I like to suck some titties still.
Okay, so in this one, the law was very long, so I took a screenshot and I have it on my phone.
So did you write screenshot on the?
No,
on the
I
paper?
wrote check phone.
Check phone. So what if I would have picked that and I would have checked my phone, Juanse?
No, you would have said, "Why does it
See,
check?"
now this looks staged, and people are gonna think that we don't know how to do a podcast. Come on, man.
Shut up. Anyway, so this one's very interesting and hilarious. You guys ready? People who own bars, restaurants, and other places where liquor is sold may be fined up to $1,000 if they participate in or permit any contest of dwarf tossing.
Yo, Juanse, this is like your worst nightmare.
I could not go to a bar like that condones dwarf tossing.
All right, so
Even if they're okay with the
can you
fines.
explain? Can you explain why?
I honestly can't. I don't know where.
No. Just let everybody know that you're afraid of little people.
But here's the thing. I'm not.
It's okay.
It was a time at.
Oh no, you're scared.
It was a time at
You
Halloween
have
Horror
proof.
Nights.
He almost pissed his pants
I did not almost piss my pants.
No,
I
he
jumped in
almost
the
did.
air and waved my hands frantically, but
like a chicken.
beside the point.
And he was
The stuff
screaming.
that scares me is just things popping out of nowhere when they're least expected.
Especially when they're midgets.
Not especially when they're midgets.
So,
If it would have been a grown ass adult,
but see, that happens.
but here's
all
the thing:
over.
I was not expecting it though. I mean, I didn't know what to expect in this house. I had a few drinks in me, and then when I see that somebody popped out
I'm
at my hip
sorry.
level,
That's not an
That
excuse.
just threw me off.
That's not an excuse. You're racist against dwarf people.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Can you also think about though, like, how did this law come into effect? Like, there had to be a place that was constantly getting drunk and just tossing midgets. Like,
I would have loved to go to that part, quite honestly.
and then somebody must have just said, I had enough of this shit. Either I got hit with a midget or I'm a midget that's getting hit, and we need to put a stop.
It could have
to
been a
this.
politician that, like partook in the event and he got caught. So he's like, you know what? If I get in trouble, everybody else gets in trouble.
Or maybe it was a politician who hit himself.
Are we sure there were children they were throwing? Because what if it was children, but they just put midgets? Because
No, they wrote dwarf tossing. Is there a difference between
I think
a
there
dwarf
is, but
and
it's
a midget?
only a couple inches.
Is it height-wise or is it physical characteristics?
This is a Google question. Google, my good old friend.
All right, let's see what it says.
Is this a new section of the podcast? Google, my good old friend. I like it. I think it's catchy.
We're not going to use your jingle.
All right, well.
What is the difference between a dwarf and a midget?
While he does that, we're cuffing an awful lot. I just hope everybody knows that we don't have coronavirus.
What?
What?
So the first answer that comes up, what is a midget? A. In some circles, a midget is a term used for a proportionate dwarf. However, the term has fallen into disfavor and is considered offensive by most people of short stature.
Oh.
So I guess...
Is it almost like saying the N-word?
Whoa.
I mean...
I didn't say it.
Whoa. No, like the fact that you just said,
So
like,
what's the proper way
you compare
to...
a midget with the N-word. It's like the N-word was like actually like there was
I mean,
suffrage
we know that
behind
we know that it's not as bad because we are saying the other word, but
Exactly, and the comedian mentions that.
I know. I took that from him.
Yeah.
I forgot his
who says
name.
it, but I know what you're saying. Anyway,
Was it Tom Segura?
that's...
No, I don't think it was Tom Segura.
Anyway,
The
Nico,
next law.
pull the next
before
law.
we get taken off the air for being racist.
We're not racist.
Midget people have feelings too. I mean, I'm sorry, dwarfs have feelings too. All right, so
Maybe they prefer little people.
maybe they prefer little people, so we should start calling them little people. The law prohibits having sexual relations with a porcupine. Ah, God, what the fuck, dude? So
Well,
again,
it is Florida,
I know,
and-
but
I feel like that would happen somewhere
Up
in-
north. That had to be up north.
Rural Florida. Definitely does not happen in the tri-state area,
But
the
it-
tri-county area.
okay.
So,
So
I'll-
this is awfully specific.
I just want to give a background, information to anyone who's not a Floridian or lives in Florida.
Oh, that's a good point.
Florida, there's two parts to Florida. South Florida and then the northern side of Florida.
Southeast Florida, to be specific,
Which is Hillbilly County.
which is
Yes.
Dade County, Broward County, Palm Beach County. I'm talking
Oh,
about
you're
southeast.
talking about South Florida,
Southeast,
okay.
like where we live.
Oh, I got you. I know. Now I got you.
But then you gotta count Hialeah. It's still in the
Well,
west.
yeah, Hialeah is like their own.
So
thing.
South Florida, yes. So South Florida, it's a completely different entity from Northern Florida, and we do not claim them. Okay, Northern
their own
Florida is
people.
not claimed.
just
by
like
South
there's a
Florida.
West Virginia, there should be a North Florida.
There should be.
There should be.
And it's like the panhandle and everything
Yeah.
up to
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
A-
West
anything, anything that's like
both. No.
Gainesville is sort of in the middle of Florida, but on the northern side of it, anything west of it should just be like Northwest
All
Florida.
right, that was a good geography lesson on Florida for those who don't live in Florida.
And first of all, can we talk about who the hell is fucking a porcupine?
Yeah, well, how the fuck are you grabbing it? And how are you...
How many quills are on that penis?
Again, and this is why there was a background to the two parts of Florida. I'm pretty sure this is done by Northern Floridians, and we do not claim them.
How do you explain that, though? Like, when you get caught, how?
Say you go to a hospital for getting quilled. What happened to you, sir? Why is there a quill up your dick eye, your dick hole?
Your urethra? You freaking swine. Uncultured swine. That's what I was looking for, but I couldn't get the word out.
Yo, like what the hell?
No, but like,
I've never seen a porcupine
okay,
in my life.
say you walk in on me fucking a porcupine. what do you say? Like, what is your first reaction? Go.
I mean, are we from the same region? Are we both in Northern Florida? Or are we saying, like...
We're right here, right now. You walk into my house, and you catch me balls deep into a porcupine.
Yo, I'd be like, Nico, what the fuck?
You said that
It's
when
been
I
3
almost
years,
killed
but
myself.
come on.
I don't know what I would say.
I think Silas
honestly.
would, like, disown you from the family.
I would disown myself. Like,
Well, no, because you were the one doing it, so you can't.
Okay,
really
yeah,
disown.
uh,
but this is hypothetical, okay? This is not
Does somebody have to be mentally, like,
unstable.
to fuck a porcupine?
I would say, okay. First of all, we're
just not even
saying,
porcupines.
that's what I'm
Just
trying to get
animals.
at. We're saying porcupine, like it's okay to fuck a dog. Like no, it's not. It's not okay to put your penis in anything other than a human vagina or an asshole
or pocket pussy.
or
But we're talking about, living creatures.
living creatures, you're right? And it doesn't
Well-
matter what you like.
Well,
it
here's the
could be.
thing. Nowadays, we live in a world where anything could have feelings. So the pocket pussy could have feelings too.
All right, don't tell us about your little
It's
life.
an inanimate object. Anyway, let's move away from the porcupine.
Why did you
says-
pick all like the sex ones though? You can go ahead.
No. There's more. It just so happens you guys are attracted to the sex laws.
It's just the magnets in my hands.
Well, this is long.
Right.
You get what you put out. That's what Sewa said at the beginning, right?
Let's see, what do we got? What do we got?
In Oakland, Florida, it is illegal to exchange gossip in any way, shape, or form. So you can't gossip about anyone.
So like all the tabloids are illegal.
Or just imagine in school how much gossip
Are we arresting
goes on in
6-year-old
school.
girls?
Apparently, we are giving the fucking tickets.
Oh yeah, 6-year-old.
Hey, I'm not a
girls.
6-year-old girl, bitch.
Yes, you. You were crying like one though.
Listen, I was a timid guy.
I was the timid guy. Okay, likely story. That's what they all say before they come out of the closet.
So,
Yo,
Oakland, Florida, that's northern
but that's
Florida.
not Oakland Park, yeah.
Exactly.
No,
northern
that's
Florida.
that's gotta be up north.
Well, we're lucky because all the Spanish women in South Florida would have
Oh,
gotten
shit.
arrested.
We're not
Or
lucky.
fined.
Some of them need to be arrested.
Some of them don't say what the repercussions were, but let's just assume, even if it's a fine, dude, we would be. in
So I
great
have a
danger.
question.
Yeah,
How legitimate are these laws? Where did you get them from?
Yeah,
they
was
were
this
verified
was this
from lawyers' websites.
Wikipedia?
No, they were verified from lawyers'
Oh,
websites.
then it doesn't count. I thought you got them from like the actual like.
No. But if it's
Like,
a legitimate
library
lawyer's-
of
no,
Florida.
like they're lawyers' websites.
Listen,
What
I'm
that
gonna believe
called?
they're right because if they're not real, then nothing's real. Okay.
We're not real.
I know this is the Matrix.
We are in the Matrix.
Wake up.
Like
All
this
right.
You've been unplugged.
like
been
like these
unplugged.
microphones we're talking into. That's
just
just
code.
zeros and ones.
Yep, just code.
Zeros and
All right,
ones.
I'm shaking the pot or the hat, and let's see what
Let's
comes
get
out.
more sexual ones.
Oh, I thought I got two.
That
but I
looks like a
didn't.
long
Okay.
one. That's what she said.
Oh, this is an interesting one. In Florida, so the whole state, women may be fined for falling asleep under a hair dryer, as can the salon owner.
As who?
The salon owner.
Oh, so if as can
Yeah.
the salon owner.
Yeah, so like both of them can be fined. So imagine, first of all, when you get anything done to your hair, I don't know if obviously it applies for both men and women. You know, there's a lot of
I just got a
nerves.
haircut today.
Yo, how amazing does it feel to get a haircut?
It's great. I look like a bum. And when they fix up my beard, though, oh,
But more than the beard, I feel like when you're getting a haircut, dude, when the barber's like cutting the hair or like using the clippers to like trim me on the sides, I start
don't tell
getting
me
like
you get a boner.
I don't get a
What the-
damn
you're
boner,
so
you freaking
gay.
sicko. But I start like dazing out. I get sleepy.
Oh no, that
Oh, yeah.
happens. It's just like when they scratch your head.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
times when I've gone after work and I'm so tired that I feel myself falling asleep, but I have to wake myself up because I know that if I fall asleep, my head is just gonna like move by itself, and he's gonna like fuck up my haircut.
Yo, he'll give me the stinky.
He's gonna give me the stinky.
Yeah, to me that's a weakness. Like honestly,
Don't scratch his head. Well, the top.
yeah. Well, if I'm dating a girl,
We're
right?
back.
And she like starts playing
Me
with my
too.
hair. Game over. Like
Yeah. Mine's my bag
Game
too.
over what? You're asleep, or game over? You guys are fucking.
Splurge.
both.
American Pie situation.
Like I'm marrying her because like shit. You playing with my hair?
So-
Like, what's up?
Any girl who plays with your hair, you're marrying?
Maybe
How many engagement rings have you given?
none, because none of them have played with my hair. I know.
Maybe you need to let your hair grow.
They're not worthy.
Yeah, they're not worth it.
All right,
But-
so
Yeah,
Just-
that's a strange law.
yeah, like why? Anyway,
So there's some pretty some pretty interesting laws and pretty uncommon as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard of other states that have like super weird laws. I can't think of any other
these
top
were
of my
just
head.
specific to Florida. I can't imagine what other states have that are still valid. to this day.
Imagine, I bet you like, what's that state called? Now I don't know my states. I don't deserve to become
Portland?
a citizen. No,
Portland is not a
Las
state.
Vegas, Las Vegas.
That's a city.
Viva
Nevada.
Las
Okay,
Vegas.
Nevada. If I gotta get tactical, I'm not a fucking native. You know, I don't know the fucking 50 states. Imagine what type of laws they have, because they have to have seen some shit. We are not reflecting on our. I can't. You know
Public
what?
opinion.
Just deport me. Just send me back, because I can't fucking
Build
talk.
a wall. Build a wall. Anyway, guys. So I think this is a pretty good place where we can stop and ask you guys if there are any weird laws in the states you guys live in. Just send them in.
Should we have somebody that actually speaks English say that?
Probably.
What he's trying to say, guys, is if you would like to comment.
Weird ass laws.
Yeah, weird ass laws.
See, you fucked
you know
up too.
what, Juanse? I think you're the
Let me
only
say-
American here, so you should go for it.
I'm the one with the blue eyes. I probably have the best chance.
Fuck you.
Anyway, so what my friends are trying to say.
You don't know how to speak English.
If you guys, whoever our listeners are, all 5 of you,
Whoever our listeners
if
are.
you're outside of Florida and you know of any weird laws in your state, shoot them over. We'd love to read them.
We should open a Twitter. I think we should open a Twitter.
Yeah, we
I'm
talked
just
about it.
saying.
We haven't done it.
That's my opinion, but we have
an
negative
IG.
Nancy over here who doesn't want to do it.
We have an IG so far. It's 3, the number 3, Juans and a Mike, all together. And
You know what? I was waiting for the @ because I thought we were sharing an email address for some reason. So
at google.com.
I stared at you for a second and I was like, is he gonna say the rest of it?
at google.com, Gmail. Come on.
Yeah.
Google.
No, it's Gmail,
There's
my
no
friend.
Google.
Google is Gmail.
But if you
Anyway.
also want to follow our personal accounts, mine is gonna be Nico_Montoya, and that's gonna be NIKO_MONTOYA.
My Instagram is SebasK24, and that's SEBASK24.
And mine is Juan of a Kind, JUANOFAKIND. Oh my gosh.
Wow,
this wine
there's a
is
bug.
doing a number on me.
You know what it is? Is the coronavirus. It's not gonna kill you. It's just gonna make you forget how to fucking speak English.
Oh, I'm sure.
It didn't come from China. It came from
By the way,
Mexico.
this coronavirus is a BS.
Listen,
virus.
man. Listen.
We're going to leave that for another day.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Catch you guys at the next one.
Peace.
Bye.